science. We saw a thing that went up high, and then we saw this thing here. Yeah, we did. Now look at us. We are having so much fun at the Science Museum. The Science Museum. I just said the Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. We want to go to the Science Museum. We have to go.
When we were at the Science Museum, I walked in the door and I saw David King. I waved at him, but he was cardboard, so I took a picture with David King's cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
Science Museum.
Science Museum. The Science Museum. I just said the Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. We want to go to the Science Museum. Science Museum.
Where?
The Science Museum. I just said the Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. Science Museum. We want to go to the Science Museum.